The last time he missed the playoffs. We're joined by FS1 NBA analyst Eddie House. Eddie, are you surprised LeBron has been out this long?
No, not at all. Not with that injury. First of all, good morning. But
good morning.
Not with that injury. The groin injury, we know, you see it happen in baseball. Excuse me, the hamstring happens in baseball, and spring training guys are out for about a month. Hamstring, groin, adductor, hip flexor, these are sensitive injuries, and you have to be careful with them because the minute you feel like you can go, you could just re-aggravate it, re-injure it, then you back to square one. So with these sensitive injuries, I had an adductor and a hip flexor. You have to wait until you're 100% because you will. It feels like you're good, but it's certain movements that you do. You're like, oh, that's not an everyday movement that you do in your walk of life. But in basketball, you do that movement. And sometimes those muscles aren't ready for that. So I'm not surprised at all. You look at what they did. They went from 3rd to 9th right now, right? They have 28 games left, Minnesota ahead of them. And they have, with the opponents that are in front of them, 2 against Golden State, 2 games left, 2 against Utah, 1 against OKC, Houston, and also Portland. So they have...
Good thing or a bad thing?
I think they have opportunity because you get 2 games right there.
Game momentum, right.
Yeah,
Really?
And so with him coming back, I think that it's obviously they're going to be a whole lot better and they're going to be able to win games. But you want to be 100%. You want to hit the ground running. You don't want to have... Because if he comes back too early and tweaks that thing, their season's over with.
Over. OVA, over. And you heard what Rondo say. They asked him about the playoffs. He said, we got Bron. That's what everybody...
That's not exactly what he
Close
said.
Close enough. You know what he meant. He was parsing his words.
Yeah.
But we got Bron, and nobody else does, Skip. Look,
do you have him or not? I want to know.
I keep telling you.
Yeah.
The injury
maybe Sunday, maybe Tuesday.
The injury was going to sideline him for a month. You re-aggravate, you come back early, and as Eddie said, you re-aggravate it, you're going to double the time that you originally scheduled to miss. We don't want that, Skip. But when he come back, he'll hit the ground running. Watch us.
Running?
Watch that happen.
I want to know.
Stop it. Watch that happen. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Ding, 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 ding. 3.
It's a quick climb.
Yes.
Really?
In no time. Go on a hot streak. You know what's going to happen.
Is that what you're predicting?
The prediction.
They're only 4.5 out of the third spot.
Are you sticking with 3rd?
So basically, Skip, baby, I can see this thing in a week. We be in the 5th seed in a week.
Well, what about the 3rd seed? You think you're going to finish in the 3rd seed?
They got a chance to do that.
Yeah.
If they come back,
they
was just there.
We won't be worse. We're not 4. We're going to be 3 or 4. We're not going to be 5th or 6th. That's for sure.
So forgive me for this, but I got to dredge this up one more time because I still don't get this. The day after he popped his groin or whatever he did to his groin against Golden State on Christmas, the next day he MRI'd it. He got the 3D, and they checked it out. And according to LeBron's tweet, it was not that bad because this is the tweet. If we could see it right now, please, again. He tweeted this. I didn't make this up. Dodged a bullet! Exclamation point. Sheesh! Then give thanks to the Almighty above. Hashtag
God is
back
good.
In no time. What is no time? What is the definition of no time?
A month.
2 days?
A month.
3 days?
A month.
A week, maybe?
Didn't I tell you that?
Okay, but he said he dodged a bullet.
He did.
Well, it sounds like he took a bullet in the thigh.
No, come on, stop it.
Does it not?
No.
Does it not?
In a couple weeks.
I don't get it. He's Iron Man. So I'm setting his bar at the highest level because he's been virtually indestructible. I'm knocking on wood for him. I don't wish this on anybody, but he's shown me, as I told you the other day, Lonzo Saturday night just turned his ankle. It's just some routine. He's crossing the lane and his ankle turns over. I've seen LeBron do that 5 times, and he just like shakes it off and trots a little bit, and all of a sudden he's just going full speed again.
Yeah.
Iron Man. Lonzo Ball, 4 to 6 weeks. I don't know what he did.
Well, so in other words, what you're trying to tell me, if Lonzo had LeBron's injury, he's out for the year.
Maybe. But again, how do you miss 15 games after you tweeted, I dodged a bullet?
Well,
I don't get that.
I think what he's saying about he dodged a bullet, he didn't tear anything.
Right, he didn't
tear anything. All he does, he has a strain. It's a severe strain. Whew, I'm glad it wasn't a tear. He dodged a bullet.
Dodged a bullet.
Is it possible he's taken a page out of the playbook of that number 2 up in Toronto? He's really... Wait. We're going to talk about him in just a minute. For real, we're going to hit him head on. But just in the big picture, Is it possible all the stars in the league are sitting back saying, maybe he's figured it out? Because you just tell your management, I'm sorry, I'm just resting for a while. Did LeBron in his 16th season just decide, you know what? It's a grind, man. It's a long way home.
LeBron, you know,
there's no way he did that because, I mean, to fall out of 3rd to 8th, if he was able to play, because you don't want to get too far back. Even though it says 4.5, you don't want to get too far back in the West because you know how competitive it is in that conference. He's not resting. I don't think he's looking like, oh man, they don't have the luxury to rest. He doesn't have the luxury to rest. Every game that they miss, the team seems like they get worse and worse. They have no leadership on the floor.
None.
They don't.
Well, they lost Lonzo, and he was all they had.
Well, yeah, but I mean, sometimey. He was sometimey. He picked his spots. I would like to see him be a little bit more assertive as a leader out there, but maybe that's not in his makeup. But they definitely need him back. He's not resting. If he could get out there, put it like this: if it was April and it was, crunch time for them to try to make playoffs, he would have been playing 2 weeks ago. If it was the playoffs, he wouldn't have missed no games because he would have been able to try to push through that, do whatever you can to do. Plus, they got them days in between.
Rest.
Yeah, you got the rest days. So he would have been out there. So he's just getting healthy for this push. So these last 28 games, so they can make this push and try to move up the slot.
Is it possible they're just letting the narrative play out, that he's positioning himself?
You can't lose games trying to let no narrative play out.
He's trying to position himself to make a run at MVP.
I get it, Skip.
Okay.
We're in Hollywood.
Yeah.
But we don't
You can't
write
script it
stories
like that.
We don't write stories like that.
Well,
we just come and we do it. We do it.
Okay,
and the story writes itself.
Okay, but you might have written it for yourself if you're right about what you're saying, and you think they're going to wind up the 3rd seed. That's an MVP climb right there.
That is,
right?
Some things just line up for you like that. He that guy, you know what I mean? It just happens for you. You know what I mean? It lined up for him. Now, the injury was unfortunate, right? But it lined up for him to have a hell of a comeback and possibly be in a conversation for MVP. It just happened.
We'd have probably been the 3. If he had not gotten hurt, we'd probably been the 2 seed now.
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
I feel comfortable.
I don't know about saying the 2 seed.
I feel very comfortable.
You'll be on their heels. You'll be on the 2 seeds heels, but I don't think you'll be 2.
We're not losing to Houston. And we're not.
Well, they should have beaten Houston without LeBron.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay.
And they should have beat Sacramento.
Okay, but Houston doesn't have Capella, and they haven't had CP3. Let them get right. Let them get healthy. They're going to be a force.
Well, good. That means James Harden can't shoot all the balls because that means Capella going to get some in Chris Paul.
His turnovers will go down.
Hey, let Oklahoma City get Robertson back, and they're already maybe the best defensive team, and they will be the best.
Robertson. Yeah, all I'm going to do is foul him. And let him go to the free throw line.
Well,
so I don't know if they can make enough shots, though.
They're
a good defensive team. I don't take that away, but
their defense is their offense.
If they can't knock down some threes and you trading deuces for trays, you're going to lose games.
Don't worry about O'Brien. O'Brien got this. O'Brien, look at O'Brien. Look at Brian clean, too. He clean with that old king crown necklace.
Maybe you can get them to make a poster of that and you can put it on your wall.
I mean, I feel like you probably
clean.
have
Look at Brian, got a hair full of hair. Look at O'Brien with all that hair growing. Your hair been growing since he's been out, too.
Fan over here.
Ain't got no worries.
You sure that's his hair?
That's his hair. There you go, Skip. See,
I just asked it. I don't know.
What you mean you just asked? You know that's his hair.
We had Dion on the other day.
Yeah, you got that thing looking good. Look at that. And look at that thing that came in. Nice.
Yeah, it looked like it's coming back.
Braun got a hair full of hair.
Yeah, it looked like it's coming back. That might be the angle. That might be the angle, but it looked good. He might keep that angle right there for him.
Nah.
I'm not hating on him. I'm saying he want to keep. I'm not hating.
What you be the angle? He can't stay like that all the time.
Huh?
That was just LeBron do that. LeBron
Stop.
do. Okay, LeBron do this like that.
No.
Yeah.
Since he's been out, you've been stalking him? Or
No.
seen him in
You know.
Beverly Hills?